showtime.
Calling all ghostly enthusiasts and fans of the strange and unusual. Are you ready to step back into the wacky world of Beetlejuice? Well, hold on to your poltergeist hats because it's time to unleash the pandemonium and excitement for Beetlejuice 2. From jaw-dropping rumors about a long-awaited sequel to exclusive sneak peeks at the wild new adventure, this video will take you on a ghostly roller coaster ride like no other. So grab your handbook for the recently deceased and join us as we unearth the secrets, the laughs, and the hauntingly good time that awaits us in Beetlejuice 2. Hey guys, my name is The Hero, and today I cannot wait to talk about this movie. This movie has been in development for a long time and something that I've been waiting for because I've been a massive fan. It's one of Tim Burton's best, let's be honest. Beetlejuice was the movie that cemented Tim Burton as one of the most distinctive filmmakers in Hollywood. The 1988 movie was a blend of horror and pitch black comedy mixed with Burton's unique visual style. It was like a hauntingly delicious ghostly cake with a little sprinkle of quirky humor. And let's not forget how it provided both Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton with career-defining roles. I mean, who could resist Lydia's gothic charm? Or forget Beetlejuice's wildest antics? Not to mention his signature stripes, which are so stylish even in the afterlife. I see you. Beetlejuice's popularity didn't stop at the silver screen. It went on to spawn a long-running animated series. You know, just in case you wanted more of that ghostly goodness on your TV screen. And hey, there were even video games. Because who wouldn't want to play as Beetlejuice pranking their way through the netherworld? Now imagine all of that and a very successful Broadway musical. Beetlejuice is just a household name. In 2011, Seth Grahame-Smith was hired to write a script for Beetlejuice 2. But let's face it, folks, when it came to Beetlejuice 2, it seemed like it was trapped in developmental hell. Beetlejuice must have pulled off one heck of a curse on that one. Burton said he would direct the sequel under the right circumstances back in 2016. But it seems like those circumstances must have been as elusive as Beetlejuice himself. Maybe he just needed to do the Beetlejuice 3 times in a row ritual just to make it come to life. The script for Beetlejuice 2 also had its own ghostly makeover. Mike how do you say his name? Vukadinovich. Mike Vukadinovich, yes, I know I butchered that name, was hired in 2017 to rewrite the script. This script had more rewrites than the Haunted Mansion's guest book. But then finally, Beetlejuice 2 enters production earlier this year. So who is our cast in the new horror comedy sequel? While Michael Keaton's return was the biggest necessity for the Beetlejuice 2 cast, the sequel's cast is shaping up nicely. After a lot of rumors and speculation, it was confirmed that Jenna Ortega joined the sequel as Lydia's daughter. Given that news, it is not surprising that Winona Ryder has also been confirmed to return as Lydia. Catherine O'Hara will return in Beetlejuice 2 as well, reprising her role as the stylish Delia Dietz. O'Hara is the most recent actor announced to be joining the cast, and it comes as a surprise given that she hasn't been featured in a live-action movie since 2013. Along with the returning cast members, there are several big names joining the cast as well. Willem Dafoe will join the Beetlejuice 2 cast as an afterlife law enforcer. The ghost cop sounds like the role that Dafoe was born to play, as he's one of the most wonderfully weird actors working today. Dafoe has never held back the theatricality in genre pieces, whether it's hamming it up as the Green Goblin in Spider-Man or playing a crazed lighthouse keeper in The Lighthouse. More interestingly, Monica Bellucci? That is not right. More interestingly, Monica Bellucci, I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names, will play Beetlejuice's wife. Another new cast member for the sequel is Justin Thorax, but unlike the other new cast members, Thorax's role has not yet been revealed. However, it's not known if Beetlejuice 2 will feature Alec Baldwin or Gina Davis reprising their central roles as Adam and Barbara Maitland. We also got some set photos that detail a wedding scene. Jenna Ortega is the bride wearing a wedding dress, and Winona Ryder is the mother of the bride. A wedding scene, huh? Seems awfully familiar from the first film. And who invited Beetlejuice? Do we not remember what happened at the last wedding? Someone must have said "I do" 3 times by accident. However, while Ortega looks tanned, Ryder's makeup is pasty white, and she looks a world away from a mother midway through a Pacific vacation. It looks like Lydia is still rocking that ghostly complexion, and she's taking the whole "till death do us part" thing very seriously. I mean, who needs a beach vacation when you can just embrace your ghost ghostly glow, right? This wedding might be the most unusual and strange event of the year, because when Beetlejuice is involved, this wedding is definitely getting crashed. The movie is currently being shot in Buckinghamshire in the United Kingdom, and Twitter user Mad Monster shared set photos from the shoot, which reveal some sort of crypt in a graveyard. The set looks typically Beetlejuice-like, but given that the original movie's graveyard was a miniature model, Beetlejuice seems to have upgraded. The crypt could have something to do with Beetlejuice's new bride, who will be played by Monica. Beetlejuice 2's working title was also revealed, as it's being shot under the name Blue Hawaii. The working title is clearly a reference to the long talked about original Beetlejuice 2 idea about the bio-exorcist vacationing in Hawaii, which unfortunately never came to be. However, the Blue Hawaii title doesn't mean it's going to include Beetlejuice vacationing in Hawaii, and it's more of a code name. High-profile movies often use code names during principal photography to avoid revealing too much about the plot. But that's the least of their problems recently, as items have been getting stolen on set, including a 150-pound statue that undoubtedly looks like it was crafted by Mrs. Dietz, as well as a lamppost with a pumpkin decoration on it. Okay, horror fans, who was it? I know it was one of you. So what has happened between Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice 2? Even though Lydia was just a teenager in the original Beetlejuice, she'll be in her 50s in Beetlejuice 2. And in the time between the two movies, she has had a daughter. Lydia's daughter will likely be just like the teenage Lydia, as Jenna Ortega has become somewhat typecast as the go-to moody horror protagonist. Though it isn't clear who the father is or if Lydia got married, those answers will likely be revealed soon enough. As it has been announced that Monica will be playing Beetlejuice's wife, the way the news was delivered makes it seem as if they have been married for a while, as opposed to them being newlyweds in Beetlejuice 2. How long they have been married is unknown, but given that the bio-exorcist has been desperately looking for a bride since 1988, it might have not been too long before he found the right one. Beetlejuice 2 is set to release on September 6, 2024. However, this could change due to the strikes happening in Hollywood currently. Let's just hope that it all works out, because I've been waiting for this movie to come out. So as there is little known about the plot of Beetlejuice 2 so far, here is a theory about what could happen in the sequel. There's so many directions the 2024 sequel of Beetlejuice could take, especially looking back at some of the earlier versions of the script. The current sequel script has been written by Alfred Gough and Miles Miller, who created the Superman prequel show Smallville. The pair also worked with Burton previously as they created and wrote his Addams Family spin-off turned Netflix smash hit show Wednesday, which Jenna Ortega also starred in. Because Gough and Miller are attached to this project along with Ortega, there's a good chance that Beetlejuice 2 could lean more into the horror aspect than its 1988 predecessor did. Wednesday was darker than any Addams Family adaptation that has ever been, as it dealt with various murders mysteriously happening around Wednesday. Plus, Ortega isn't exactly a stranger to horror, as she's become Gen Z's scream queen over the last few years. She has starred in horror movies such as The Babysitter Killer Queen, Scream 5, X, and Scream 6. It wouldn't be surprising if this trio, along with Burton, worked to make Beetlejuice a bit more horror-centric. As the original movie ended with Beetlejuice's planned marriage to Lydia being foiled, the ghoulish figure could come back from the afterlife to seek revenge against her, and plans on using Ortega as a pawn in his dark plans. Or, much like her parents before her, Lydia could unwittingly stumble upon some ghosts in the house she lives in with her daughter, and those ghosts could summon Beetlejuice to get rid of them, which would give him an opportunity for revenge. Or, as Ortega is known for playing darker characters, her role as Lydia's daughter could see her channeling her mother and summoning Beetlejuice herself. There's also been sightings of Ortega on set in dark clothing while riding a bike, so the theories about her running away and summoning Beetlejuice could be possibly true. And there you have it. The curtain falls on our journey through the haunted, hilarious, and utterly bizarre world of Beetlejuice 2 so far. From crypts and wedding bells to moody horror protagonist and the ghost with the most, we've unearthed some excitingly haunting new details. As we eagerly await the release of Beetlejuice 2, let's remember that it's not just a movie. It's a thrilling continuation of a timeless classic that has touched the hearts of generations. The love for Beetlejuice spans the realms of the living and the dead, and with the return of Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and the enchanting addition of Jenna Ortega, we're in for a supernatural treat. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming movie news. Drop your theories and thoughts for Beetlejuice 2 in the comments below. And until next time, stay strange, and I'll see you at the movies.